everybody, welcome back. So I've taped down this picture with some tape, and I've used masking fluid, and I've done random marks all over the masking fluid and then dried it with a hairdryer. And now I'm mark making over the top. I've used a stamper and all sorts of things, and here I've used a little bit of pale blue, leaving the masking fluid on all the time and not thinking about it, because this is like relaxed play. I've done splatters and in the sky, as for the sky area, you know, the top part of the page, I've been using watercolour and mixing it and making it like a really nice grey blue. A bit of a deep picture, this one, and then adding those beautiful greens that I love over the whiter areas, and then just letting it dry. This is all about layering up. I've removed now, I'm showing here how I just rubbing around in circles, removing the masking fluid, and you can see what marks that I'd made with it. And you probably think, oh, that doesn't go with the picture, but actually it does, because what I'm doing here is I'm creating layers. So, and creating space as well. I'm not very good at leaving space. My pictures are very sort of, you know, tightly tighten up too much. So trying to stay loose and enjoying it. I'm rubbing off all the masking fluid. And then the next thing that I'll be doing is adding another colour over the top. But I'll be using an acrylic ink. I've got a few acrylic inks laying around at the moment, so I'm just being careful here, rubbing these off, and you know, and making the surface area nice and clean once I've done that as well, before I go back in and paint. And this tape I bought is rubbish. So going in now with the yellow acrylic ink and making it drying in between, and then adding more of that green, and then more sprinkles over the top, you know, splatters. And then I added some white as well, but each time I dried each layer before I moved on to anything else. Now I'm using a permanent marker brush, and I'm just doing a little bit of neuro art in here, a little tiny weeny bit, just in these branches, and drawing a few birds going off into the distance. And then added some red, and trying to create flowers and all different kinds of things now in this little wooded area, by doing splatters of all different kinds. I've done big brushes, fine brushes, with fine splatters that you can see me doing now that are closer to the top, because they'll be further away, and then the big splatters will be coming forward more, so I've used a bigger brush for those. And it just makes it stand out more, you know. And then going in with a baby white and getting rid of different bits and bobs that I don't want. Because they're done, the splatters are done in watercolour, it gives me more control, because I can, if there's something I don't like, I can just remove it, or I can push it back and fade it, which is quite nice as well with the baby wipe. So, you know, you can leave just a little tiny shadow of it, and it pushes that one back a little bit, makes it a little bit more blurred, and so it looks more in the background and not so close up in the front. And you can see the darker areas from the contrast from the black ink underneath has given it a little bit of more contrast and giving it a little bit of depth. And you think, so when you're going in with the white, why have you gone in with the white? Because then I wanted to be able to create more space and a difference in the sky. I'm going to bring some blue across from the sky over that white soon, and then you'll see what it's done. It's given it just a little bit more depth, as though it's coming over the top of the picture. So very important. I'm still busy here creating splatters and things, and as I said, I was not happy with this tape. I bought it online, won't buy it again, and it made me, when I peeled off the tape at the top, it made it that because I couldn't see through it, I hadn't taped it off level, so therefore it wasn't level at the end, which is a bit disappointing. I suppose I could go around it with a white bit of paint if I wanted, but I can't see any point. I should probably just cut it down, and you know me, I should pop it into my sketchbook. So I'm just doing in some little tiny white flowers now, nice and loose still, staying loose all the time is so important. The tighter you get and things, it's like the less that you enjoy it. I mean, these are the last finishing touches, and I really don't enjoy doing that tightness, you know, after you've been so loose. And you know, inspiration from Jackson Pollock with all the splatters. You know, if I had it my way, I would just completely create pictures with splatters, but obviously I can't do that because he's already done that, and it's just one of my idols, I'm afraid. But yeah, wherever I can use splatters, I will, and in different ways. And now with a little bit of white gesso, because it's literally the only white that I got, I've watered it down a bit and just popped in a little bit more where I've wanted to pop it in. So it's almost finished just from a little bit of loose play, and it's created a nice little picture. Have a go. Get down all that mark making and enjoy it most of all. If you want to put some neuro lines in there, some neuro art, by all means do that. I only put a few in just because branches are organic shaped anyway, and neuro lines do give you that organic shape. So removing the tape soon, and then you can see the finishing touches. I'm just dabbling with a baby wipe there in case you're wondering what I'm doing. Adding more splatters. I've shown you from this angle because showing you how I try and move around the page. You know, I don't do them going just straight forward and going straight up. See what I mean about it ruined it at the top of the page, but it doesn't matter. So that's what it would look like with a mount over the top. It just sets it off a little bit. But they're so quick and easy to do as well, and they would be nice if you wanted to sell them, you know, just put them in a plastic sleeve and put them online. This frame was too big, but I was just showing you that you can do a bigger frame around the outside if you wanted to. And here's some pictures. See at the top left hand corner where the tape wasn't level, which is very annoying. It's bugging me because it ruins the overall look of your picture. So I'm going to have to either straighten that up, or you can see the different size splatters here when you look closely. This is why the only reason why I'm showing you. And you can make those into more flowers if you wanted to by going round them or making them more realistic, but I quite like them being loose like that. And you can see now that the sky, I've brought the blue down across and over the white, so that the white now is only in the centre and there's only a little bit, and which gives it that depth. And it will, when you see it when the camera straightens up, when it zooms out, look, you see it's pushed it back. Here you could do them, section them off into little square ones if you wanted. I was just showing you that with some old mats I've got laying around in different shapes and sizes. So you could use it on one side and then the other if you wanted to. But there's the finishing result, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe. If you do, it helps with the algorithm and of the YouTube, and the reason why I want you to subscribe is just so that I can get more, it will be shared more, you know, and then hopefully then it will help the channel to grow. So all I want to do is to give you more support. So I hope you like the picture, and here it's like it was set off in a frame with that app again, and yeah, it's very pretty. It would look nice in a room that was like that on the wall. So yeah, so if you enjoyed, please like and subscribe. Bye.